Okay, so this is the last P of the 5 Ps, the tools that you have to transform your company, the revenue transformation concept. Actually, I should call it a method because it is a tested method. We're going to talk in this short video about passion. The people that I personally like working with the best are people who have some kind of technical background and they've started a company selling technical products. And they did it. They founded the company because they figured that they could do a better job of meeting a need or solving a problem or offering a solution than other people were already doing. And so they built something, or they had something built. And then they started the company and they managed their way through it. These people are passionate. And as long as they don't get burned out or bored or just tired, that passion carries the day. That passion helps them continue to get up every morning and fight the good fight and solve the problems and keep improving and even staying humble, because when you're passionate about something, the more you learn, the more you know you need to learn. And in business, things change. I mean, I've been in business for decades, okay? And I've seen so many changes. I mean, I started out with uh, working as an assistant for the son of the guy who invented the digital voltmeter, which was really one of the first digital instruments or tools. And I've seen the industry. I was in it before there were PCs. I mean, way back. And I've watched it and participated in it and helped business owners all the way through to where we are today. Now, personally, I am just as passionate, if not more passionate, than I was when I started out. I should say my first sales job was selling machine shop tools for Pratt & Whitney distributor. I think I was the first woman in the country to do that. I was 17. I knew nothing at all about what Pratt & Whitney was selling. They gave me a catalog. They said, hey, you've got a mini skirt, go for it. I called on machine shops in Sorrento Valley in San Diego and other places around San Diego area. And one day I walked into a machine shop and it sort of shut down. All the guys came out because they'd never seen a woman or a girl back then selling machine shop tools. And the old foreman came out and they were kind of standing behind the receptionist's desk. And the other guys were looking, who's this? And he asked me what I was doing. I told him, and why are you here? And he said, okay, honey, well, you just tell me why your drill bit is better than the one I'm using now. And I didn't have an answer. Senior in high school, you're sort of at the top of the hierarchy in your life when you're a senior in high school. I didn't have an answer. I was so embarrassed. I walked out of that little machine shop with my tail between my legs, and I was getting ready to get into my 51 Chevy. That was a used car, granted, but it was a long time ago. And I swore to myself I would learn everything I could about tech and selling. And I've been doing that ever since. I haven't for one day lost my enthusiasm for that. That's what you have. If you've started a company, there's some moment that made you say, I've got to do this. And you're willing to risk everything. It's hard running a business. it's difficult from a financial perspective, from a family perspective. People say, why are you doing this? You know, your mother says, well, that's not a very smart move. What are you going to do? How are you going to pull this off? But you persevere, and you just keep at it, and you get better and better, and you learn new lessons every day, and you put them to work. Now, if you take over a company, if you become a manager of a company where the founder has retired or sold it or whatever, your passion has to match or the company will suffer. So there has to be some synchronization between the original founder's passion and your passion. It'll be a little different. You'll have different ideas and processes and policies. You bring in different types of people. But the basic idea of having that company serve its purpose out in the marketplace will be strong with you. That works. What doesn't work is if somebody comes in who's just watching the numbers and, you know, getting a paycheck and doesn't have that same passion. I've seen that. I've seen companies die with that kind of person at the top, with that lack of passion. They may be a great financial manager, but they just don't have that drive. They aren't getting those ideas in the middle of the night and waking up and saying, oh man, that's how we're going to solve that problem. People like buying from people who have that kind of passion. It's fun. It makes it a little bit more than just making a purchase. It makes it feel like somehow your purchase is going to a good cause, to somebody who cares and will make it right if something goes wrong. So your passion is actually really important. And sometimes there's a tendency as you get larger to squelch it a little bit, get more corporate, feel like you have to dial it back. You don't. It's really important to keep that fire burning. So that's just part of keeping your promise. It means that you're going to make good, well-balanced decisions, especially if you're passionate about how your product or service can help people and make life better for them. That's the best passion. This is the last in our series of the 5 P's that you can use to keep your promises. As I've said in one of the other videos, personally, I love doing this work. I really do. And I'd love to do it for you. And all of us on our team, everyone who works at Zhivago Partners feels the same way. We love what we're doing, and we love doing it for you.